It's over next to Wendy's,
Yeah.
but that is a great move.
Across from Food Line there. Yeah.
Yeah, shoo-wee.
Yeah. I just, it's, we're having a hard time finding people to do this job anymore.
Right.
It's just one of those jobs that not a lot of people want to do it. And once if they do get in there and they find out what's entailed, what they see on TV, it's not what they see on TV.
What's different? 'Cause what we see out there, what is different?
Well, what you see on TV, the way they respond to calls and stuff, and what they talk to the people, that's not you don't do that in real life. You don't. When I worked at the sheriff's office, I had a lot of people. I was a field training officer, and I had a lot of people that I trained, through the years. It's tough to look in a young person's eyes and tell them that, this is what you're really going to expect in this job. It's tough to tell them that, and sometimes it's a shock to them, But it's still a good job. It's still a good profession. It's still an honorable profession. It still is.
Right.
When I first got into it, people had respect for the law.
Yeah.
I got into it in the mid-'90s, and people still had respect for the law. Well, that's all changed through the years.
What do you think's made that change?
A lot of those politicians has brought about that. And a lot of it's just cultural stuff.
See, that's what I was thinking when you're saying it. I think we're in a culture, and let me play devil's advocate on this thing too. Culture goes with the police officer, and it goes with the community. Okay, both things, and they're just because. And when you guys get ready and you become a police officer, you're still that person.
Yeah, you're still the same person.
And I've known a few police officers over my lifetime, and some of them go in for the wrong reason.
Yeah,
I think some of them go in and there's good ones. And there's it's just like in everything.
Yeah.
Okay, but the big difference is if you get somebody that's bad in drive-through at McDonald's, it's different than meeting somebody that's bad at got a gun tucked on them, and it's hard. That trust has to be there, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, I was raised. My mom and dad raised me to always help people. Always be there to help people. When somebody needs help, be there to help them. And I've always tried to apply that wherever I was at, if it was on the fire department or in law enforcement. I've always tried to treat people the way I want to be treated.
That's it.
And to be fair with people.
Yeah.
And sometimes, because your job, you have to do things that people don't like.
Right.
But you're doing your job. You're out here protecting and serving the public. Right. If you're out there for the right reasons, you're going to be fine in your job.
Yeah.
But you got to do it for the right reasons.
Yeah. Well, I think, and I've talked to people, and I really have. I've talked to people that come in contact with you in law enforcement, and I tell you what they said about me. I talked to a good friend of mine the other day. He said, "I tell you something, Russell's always fair."
Yeah.
Okay, and that's the thing about it is I think that's a great compliment.
Yeah.
For somebody to say that this man is fair.
Yeah, you try to help people along the way. You know,